Following on from yesterday's start to the transfer window, it is now time to complete the squad build for the coming season. Hello and welcome to episode 36 of Rebuilding Derby. My name is Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I have got two games for you in the EFL Championship. We're away at Blackpool to start with. I'll then play Hartlepool away in the EFL Cup off camera, and I'll bring you back for West Brom at home in the EFL Championship. But before all of that, we've got the conclusion of the transfer window. So let's take you to the transfer history and update you as to what's been going on. And since you were last with me, we've made one signing, which is Josh Coburn from Middlesbrough for £155,000. And we have let 5 players, I think, 6 players go. Most of them on loan. The only permanent departure is Thomas McGill, the third choice goalkeeper, who's gone to Leeds United for £66,000. As I say, we've made one signing, that is Josh Coburn, and let's have a look at him. He is a striker, and he is 22 years of age, 3-star current ability, 4-star potential, so he looks very, very useful indeed. And let's see how he fits into the squad that we've built. So let's have a look at the squad from the top. We've got 2 goalkeepers. Joe Lumley, first choice keeper. Kel Roos is now our backup goalkeeper. We've got 2 right backs, Osman Kakai and Tom Hamer. Our centre backs this season are Curtis Nelson, Alfie Jones, Rhys Williams and Luke Wolfenden, who is suspended for the opening game of the season. We've then got Ian Matson and Josh Wilson-Asbrand as our left backs, Jacob Davenport and Max Baird as our defensive midfielders. In central midfield we've got Marcus McGuane, Regan Slater, Jason Knight and Joe Ingram. And we've also got Ollie O'Neill, who can play wide left midfield but also is able to play in central midfield. On the right, we've got Joe Gelhardt, who can also play up front. We've got Connor Chaplin, who, as well as being a right winger, can also play up front. And we've got Yaku Mate. On the left wing, we've got Ryan Longman and Tyrese John Jules. Tyrese John Jules can also play up front. And our dedicated strike force is Elijah Adebayo, Tom Bradshaw, and the new signing, Josh Coburn. So that's the conclusion of the transfer update. I'll be with you very shortly for the opening game of the season. Okay, this is the team we've selected for the opening game of the season, away to Blackpool. It's Joe Lumley in goal. A back 4 of Tom Hamer, Curtis Nelson, Alfie Jones and Josh Wilson-Asbrand. Max Baird at the base of midfield. Marcus McGuane and Jason Knight ahead of him. Connor Chaplin on the right wing. Ryan Longman on the left. And Tyrese John Jules up front. New signing Josh Coburn does take a place on the bench, as does the other striker, Tom Bradshaw. So let's submit that team and get into the match. Time now for the team talk, and as it's the first game of the season, we need to drop some encouragement. So let's point the finger, and so I want to be impressed, go and put on a show, absolutely. And let's send the boys out there, and let's give it a few minutes to see how the game starts. So it's Jones comes forward with the ball, loses it to Yates. Dougal, back to Thomas, wide right to Richardson. Richardson bursts down the right hand side, needs to stop the cross, we can't. And it's Blackpool 1, Derby County 0, Matthew Smith with the opening goal. Defensive mix up at the back for Derby. We won't be watching the replay, we'll move on, but we'll demand more. We need to get back into the game. It's gone down the right for Derby. Chaplin passes it back to Hamer. Bird into Longman. Longman to Knight. Knight with the shot. John Jules picks up the rebound, passes it in, but it's cleared, and that ends the highlight. But we've immediately got another one. Longman wide left to Wilson Esbrand, who finds Knight on the edge of the area, goes back to Jones, looking for help, plays the ball into the box, and the shot is tipped over by Darlow, the Blackpool keeper, but we don't get to see the corner. So as soon as we have the chance, we'll drop a demand more. But it's Blackpool with the ball in their defensive third. Long ball forward, picked up by Curtis Nelson. Bird plays it in to Longman. Longman goes for the chip, but the keeper's wise to it, and it's out for a corner. And it's an in-swinging corner from Knight to the back post. Off the crossbar, Ryan Longman taps it into the empty net. Will it count? No, it won't. So it remains 1-0 to Blackpool. Free kick for Darlow. Plays it forward, but it's back with Derby. John Jules wide right for Chaplin. Manages to keep it in, waits for support. But the header is on target and saved easily by Darlow, who kicks it long. Headed back, but Blackpool pick up the rebound, and Richardson to Wright, to Dougal to Brown, back to Richardson. He goes back to Thomas, who goes for the long ball over the top. Wright is in, manages to get it on target. The original shot is saved. Scott Wright knocks in the rebound. It's 2-0 to Blackpool. Not really the start we had in mind for this game. So we'll need to demand more and probably make some early changes, although we're on the attack again. Hamer down the right for Chaplin. Chaplin looking to get some help, gets it from McGuane, who backheels it to Hamer. Hamer with the shot, it's over the bar, and that ends the highlight. Richardson with the throw for Blackpool. Richardson gets it back, goes round the outside, crosses it in, back post. Josh Bowler makes it 3-0 to Blackpool, and we have completely fallen apart in the first 20 minutes of this game. 3-0 down, demand more. Not that it's going to make the slightest bit of difference at this stage. John Jules is having a complete mare, as is Lumley in goal. And Wilson Esbrand is only doing slightly better. But we're not going to make 3 subs at half time. We'll stick with 1. Chaplin into the penalty area. But that's too easy for Blackpool, and they clear it. McGuane will pick it up on the right. Hamer is out to the left, and Wilson Esbrand into Longman. But he gives the ball away. We will pick it up. Wilson Esbrand in the left back position. Gives it to Jones, on to Bird. Into John Jules. Back to Jones. Bird. Knight to Longman. Longman gives the ball away. It's all the way back to Lumley in the Derby goal. It's down the right, Hamer. Bird. Into John Jules. McGuane out to the right to Chaplin. Looking for a cross, finds one, but can't find a Derby shirt to convert the chance. Bird crosses. The header from Longman is in. And it does count, it's 3-1. So we're back. I won't say we're back in the game, but we've inched our way towards getting back into it. It's with McGuane in midfield. It's now John Jules back to Bird. Bird goes for the ball over the top. John Jules, somehow he has fired wide when it seemed easier to hit the target. We are definitely going to need a lot more from our strikers in the second half. or striker I should say. Josh Wilson-Esbrand is definitely coming off at half time, and I think that's going to be the one change, with Wilson-Esbrand off. So let's go and make that change now. Thrash the arms. What was that? Josh Wilson-Esbrand, left back, for Martson, who'll be making his debut. And up front, I'm going to take off John Jules and bring on Cobra, the new boy. Let's give him his chance. Okay, so we've made 2 subs at half time. Let's get into the second half, hit them with a demand more, and let's try and get back into this game. A draw from here would be an absolute miracle. Realistically, we're just looking to not lose the second half, so this doesn't end up being a complete drubbing. Nelson with the ball now, he holds it, gives it to McGuane, who goes to Hamer. Chaplin to Coburn, inside to McGuane, back to Chaplin, to McGuane again, McGuane back to Bird, Bird to Knight, Bird back to Martson, Martson goes for the shot, it's charged down and out for a corner. We don't get to see the corner, so presumably it amounted to absolutely nothing. Let's hit them with a demand more again as soon as we get the chance. It's Derby on the attack again. Matson back to Jones. Into Knight. Longman plays it forward to Knight again. Knight is looking for help. Plays it to Longman. Longman don't shoot from there. Hamer does shoot and blazes it over the crossbar. Right, next substitution. Not really sure what to do in terms of subs at the minute. I think McGuane off would be a good move. Have we got a central midfielder on the bench? No. So that one will have to wait. Tom Bradshaw for Longman I think might be the obvious one, so that's exactly what we're going to do. So that'll be the final change of the match. We'll hit them with a demand more again. Coburn hasn't played brilliantly, but then again we did introduce him into a game in which we were already being soundly beaten, so I can't blame Coburn entirely for a poor performance on his debut. Right, it's Blackpool with the highlight this time. Throw into the box, but it's cleared by Nelson to McGuane to Chaplin. Hamer to McGuane. McGuane back to Nelson. Nelson to Bird. Bird to Knight. Coburn picks it up and runs towards goals. Going to need help. Plays it behind McGuane, but he finds it anyway. Knight into the box. Coburn. It's wide. We've had the chances. We could have got something out of this game. That's the first time we've really seen Coburn, and he didn't deliver. And it does look like it is going to end 3-1. We're in the third added minute, and there were only 2 advertised, so the whistle should come any time now. It does, so that's a 3-1 defeat on the opening day, which is a long way from ideal. I will see you in a moment for the second match of the episode. Time now for the second match of today's episode, as we face West Bromwich Albion at home in the EFL Championship, and we're looking to bounce back from opening day defeat with a victory here, and this is the team that's going to go out there and try and do it. It is Joe Lumley in goal, a back 4 of Tom Hamer, Curtis Nelson, Luke Wolfenden and Josh Wilson-Esbrand, Marcus McGuane at the base of midfield, Regan Slater and Ollie O'Neill ahead of him, Tyrese John Jules on the right wing, Ryan Longman on the left, and Josh Coburn up front. So let's submit the team and get into the match. Time for the team talk, and we need to give them a better performance than the first league game, but we won the EFL Cup game against Hartlepool 3-0 last time out, so I think the right call is to outstretch the arms and pick up where you left off last time out. So let's send them out with that, and let's get into the game. So we'll do nothing in the first few minutes, just see how the game shapes in the first 5 to 10 minutes, and then if necessary we'll either encourage or demand more. I think it's going to be a demand more based on the opening. Yeah, absolutely, it's going to be a demand more. So let's do that and see if it has an effect. We've had a shot on target finally. We're behind on XG with 20 minutes gone, so we do need more. We missed a penalty, although we didn't get to see it. Let's demand more. So new lad Josh Cobra has missed a penalty. We've now hit the crossbar. And we're at half time, but I haven't seen anything. I have a feeling I may have the highlights on the wrong setting, so I'm just going to change that. Okay, time for the halftime team talk, and I'm going to thrash the arms, far from pleased, and let's send them out for the second half. And fingers crossed we can get an early highlight and something positive to talk about. Ryan Longman for Joe Gelhardt, that's absolutely fine. And we are in front. Why has that not changed? Let's have a look. So we have scored. Oh, it's still on only commentary. Let's go for extended highlights. My apologies. Tom Hamer for Osman Kakai. Okay, yeah, we can do that. And it's Wilson Esbrand on the right. It's O'Neill. I can't see what's going on here. I can't get rid of that window. My apologies. There we go. Coburn chasing the long ball. He's in with a chance, but needs help. Gets it, but it's blocked, and the highlight ends. Kakai down the left with the throw in. John Jules back to McGuane. Nelson to Kakai. Slater to McGuane. Coburn. It's played through, but picked up by West Brom, who clear it long, and Wolfenden heads it to Wilson Esbrand. O'Neill back to Wolfenden. Wolfenden to McGuane. McGuane into Slater. Slater goes for the wide ball out to the left. Gelhardt rounds his man, crosses. The header is on target, but Bernardoni makes an easy save. And that is the only highlight of note so far in the second half, other than of course the goal, which we didn't get to see apart from on the replay. Marcus McGuane needs to come off. He does. So we'll bring on Jason Knight, and we'll also take off Nelson. No, we can't. We've made 3 subs already, so he'll have to stay on. It's Gelhardt with the free kick. Nelson heads it back. Gelhardt gives it to Nelson. Gelhardt has it again. Wolfenden to O'Neill. Gelhardt finds Coburn. Coburn to John Jules. John Jules in the back of the net. Will it count? The answer is no. It's disallowed for, I think, an offside. That is incredibly tight. I think he's just offside, but it is the proverbial hair that he's offside by. and we are very much under pressure at the minute, but Knight brings it clear. Gelhardt, O'Neill, Knight, Coburn plays it through. John Jules. It's off the West Brom defender for a corner. In swinging corner from Gelhardt to the far post. Bernardoni claims it easily. And that looks like it, although West Brom will have one last chance to try and get something. And Sessegnon is in, he's played it across, but it's cleared up at the back by Derby. But West Brom come again, down the left, crossed in, and it does end up in the back of the net. Carlin Grant with the goal, but that is disallowed as well. So a goal each disallowed. And just seconds remain. We won't watch the replay. It's now over the allotted 4 minutes, so the whistle should go any time now. It's flashed in, cleared, and that is the final whistle. So it's final score: Derby County 1, West Bromwich Albion 0. So weren't at our best, but we got the result we wanted. We'll show you the league table as it stands. So after 2 games we are 12th in the league, but obviously only us and West Brom have actually played twice. The others all play tomorrow. So we will now have a look at the schedule and make a decision as to when we're going to come back. And I think we'll come back for, I'll bring you back for Bournemouth and Stoke at the end of September. And that will be on the episode taking place tomorrow. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to my channel for regular Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.